you know you make me float, float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope, dope. 'Cause you serve me on a regular.
Welcome to part 6. We are going to be working on Felicity's lips today. So I'm going to be using the Silk Pig, which means I have to start with A, and I'm using the blood color. At first I was calling it pig blood because it's Silk Pig, and I'm like, that sounds so creepy. So it's just blood, and we're going to mix that in with B after we get this blended. Okay, so now that it's mixed in, I'm checking to see how opaque it is. I think it's a little translucent because we're going to dab it on and wipe it off. So I'm going to go for a little bit more thickness. Also, I have some varnish in that well, which it has a little blue tint in it, but it's not going to hurt. So we did add some brown, a layer of brown, and it's cured and it looks very nice. So it's time to work on her lips. I don't like very bright lips on a baby. I think you have an ultra realistic baby, paint it very realistically, and then have like lipstick on it with gloss. So I'm gonna try to keep it as natural as possible. We're gonna start in the inside of her mouth. It's a little jagged looking, so this silicone will smooth it out some. I don't want it to look like she has a mouth bleed, but hopefully when it's all said and done, it will just look very natural, and we'll just kind of let some of it flow out and dab it off. As I said before, lips take a lot, and this is going to take some time, so let's speed her up. Now now that I added some color to the lips, we're going to add a little bit of that same tint to the cleft over her lip. I like how the lips turned out, so we're going to need to now try very hard to prop them open so that they don't seal shut. I think this blood color really complements her skin tone, so I'm going to use it on certain areas. I don't know if I want to call it highlights or shadows, but we're going to add it in certain areas of her face to give it more realism. Been creasing my silicone dolls because the paint does gather in the creases, but I like this blood color there, so I think I'm going to crease this baby. Also, there's a mark on her cheek, and this time I saw it, so yes, we got it. I'm going to let her cure, and then we're going to come back with a surprising step. It is several hours later. Her lips have cured, so let's check them out. Oh wow, I really love that color, and she is so adorable. The inside of her mouth still needs a lot more silicone, but we will get to it. It's the toothpicks that, it just doesn't keep it as smooth as it needs to be. And yes, our surprising step is another layer of brown pigment. When we look at Felicity, we see a beautiful brown skin tone. It's similar to my own, except that she might even be a little bit darker. However, what we have to keep in mind is that once we add the matting powder, that matting powder will stick. That matting powder is white, and she is going to lose a lot of color. So I think she'll still be beautiful, even if she does lose a lot of her color. But I said that I wanted to make a brown baby. So we're going to go a little bit deeper so that we can hopefully make her brown after the matting process is completed. me just say that I thoroughly enjoy this hobby. I love painting dolls to look very ultra realistic, and I'm learning silicone, and yeah, sometimes it's really hard. It's messy, it's sticky, you know, there's a lot involved in it. But when you get to this point, when you understand the kit and you understand you know, how not to contaminate it, when you get to the point where it's not sticky and you can just visualize, you know, what you want and then watch it come to life. I mean, it's amazing. So I do hope you try, you know, try it on a kit that doesn't cost a lot of money. So I'm not going to say go out there and get the most expensive one, but try this hobby. It's great. Okay, so we are back to her beautiful head. You know, that little pink spot is still there, but it will be covered with hair. And we're gonna just kind of see how deep we can get her head. I think it's a lot easier now to see how much brighter her face is compared to the rest of her head. So, and you know, in actuality, if we even went deeper with the brown paint around the circumference of her face, it would stand out even more. But I think that's something that we're gonna have to just kind of gauge. So we'll see how it works. What I'm doing now is just deepening her details, and I don't want to give her lines, you know. Again, that is one of the problems that I see when I look at silicone, or not just silicone, but vinyl doll painters. They make excellent babies, but then there are very harsh lines that break up that realistic look. But if I don't add this definition here, I always notice it. When it's done, I'm like, you know, it's just all blended together. Her face is, you ever see a doll where the face is just all blended together? That just needs a little more definition. So that's what we're doing here. So I think we're going to end it at this point, and we will return with some of the creasing. Also, I want to add some yellow. So thank you guys for watching.